Hey everybody, I'm Dave Ritter, CEO of the Penta Global Blockchain Foundation. Today is June 16th, 2019. It's Father's Day. Let me start by wishing everybody a happy Father's Day, especially a big shout out to all the fathers in our Penta Global community out there and any fathers who might be watching. We love and appreciate you. Thank you for your support of the Penta Foundation. We decided to do this YouTube video today. We had done YouTube videos before, and we found that there was more people paying attention to our live broadcasts. We're sort of swinging back the other direction and going back to our YouTube videos because our network is growing. Our Penta Global community is growing to more regions, and we've been getting a lot of feedback from our community members that they would like to have more access to the latest updates on Penta through platforms like YouTube and streaming platforms. So we're going back to this video format. We're going to try this out. So I'm sharing with you our most recent progress report from the beginning of June to the midpoint of June, about today, 2019, to talk about where we are with Penta. We've got a lot of big changes coming up. So without any further ado, let me dive right into it. As of December 28th, 2018, as you all know, we launched our testnet. That was the full Penta network going live for our testnet version, and we ran the testnet for 2 months until the end of February 2019. What we did in that period of time was we tested the Penta network, the base layer blockchain. That included DSC, Dynamic State Consensus, our unique Penta-developed consensus algorithm. And the great news is that DSC worked. After the 2 months. We went offline with the testnet because we wanted to put in the smart contract layer and all the other things that are going to make the Penta network a leading and successful blockchain network for business applications. That's what we're going to be coming out with next. Where we are today, June 16th, 2019, is we're getting close to launching our mainnet. And just to be clear, what's different between the mainnet and the testnet is we're going to have a fully functioning smart contract application platform running on the Penta network with the release of our Penta version 0.2. That's our mainnet. We're calling it version 0.2. The goal is to slowly improve and optimize until we reach 1.0, at which point we'll really be ready to service high volume of transactions for mainstream business applications. Where we are today is we're getting very close to launching version 0.2 of the Penta net. It will be our main net. It will be capable of supporting business applications and high numbers of transactions, and we're going to continue improving until we get to 1.0. That's kind of our trajectory going forward. Now, let me tell you a little bit about where we are technically speaking. Since version 0.1, which was the testnet I just mentioned in December 2018, we have done a lot of improvements to the application platform, which did not launch with version 0.1. However, we did test the application layer in kind of a sandbox, an internal sandbox. So we know that applications will run successfully on Penta. We know that applications using DSC consensus will be able to achieve higher scalability and secure transaction processing. We know that Penta Network is a fully functional proof-of-stake platform. And let me make a point here about proof-of-stake. I know that there is still a lot of interest in proof of work. We've seen just recently that global banks have announced their interest in proof of work types of remittance systems. Let me tell you something. I very strongly believe that the future of business on blockchain is proof of stake. Why? Because governments and economies are going to have a very difficult time as we move into mainstream adoption of blockchain, allowing large usage of electricity for proof of work that doesn't serve any other productive purpose for society. I very strongly believe that the future of business applications on blockchain are going to be on a network like Penta with a fully functional proof of stake consensus that is decentralized. Okay, now Bitcoin is different. Bitcoin is a cash transmission system. That's what Satoshi Nakamoto wrote in his white paper, right? It is a digital cash transfer system. That's what Bitcoin is. What Penta is an application platform that's going to run smart contracts and applications. And we're really thinking here at Penta about business applications. How can you run your business on the Penta network? Our job is to make a seamless, secure, scalable infrastructure that can support your business applications and the business applications of companies all over the world. To that end, let me tell you a little bit about some of our recent marketing activities. As many of you know, we've been focusing on some of our core products, our core competencies, one of which is supply chain management. And I can tell you from my experience, supply chain is going to be one of the first places where we see massive adoption in mainstream business for blockchain technology. And this is going to require, in many applications, in many scenarios, the use of a public chain. And Penta is right there with at the top of the market, talking with some of the largest companies in supply chain. That I can tell you. Just last month, I was in Colombia, talking with two of the largest coffee companies in Colombia. It was my first time to Colombia. I brought back some coffee, of course. Had a wonderful time, and I want to give a shout out to our partners in Colombia at Human Leap, who have been an amazing and important part of growing the Penta network in South America. So we have a really vibrant and exciting ecosystem down there in South America, thanks to our partners in Colombia, Peru, and elsewhere. Of course, Central America is also another really happening place for us. But let me tell you about South America. In Colombia, I met personally with the National Coffee Federation of Colombia, with the executive team from the largest coffee company in Colombia, and also with the third largest exporter of coffee in Colombia. With respect to the third largest exporter of coffee in Colombia, we will be running a coffee traceability pilot with them later this month. That's June of 2019. That data is going to be running on the Penta network. So we're going to have a chance to see a real life use case for a major commodity like coffee as it is exported along a supply chain from Colombia to the United States in this instance. And we're going to be able to track that data using the Penta supply chain management system, which is an IoT blockchain integrated solution, but running that data on the Penta blockchain. So stay tuned. We will eventually be able to share that data with our community once we're able to process it and turn it into something that can be visualized and understood. And this is a really important stepping stone for us, because what we're doing with this large company is showing that we can support large amounts of data in transparent supply chains with the goal of achieving full end-to-end visibility in an international supply chain. Now, later on, we're going to be working with the same company to do a digital bill of lading project. Bills of lading are very important documents when it comes to global supply chain, because when you export product, you put it into, you go to a port, you put it into a ship, and then that ship issues a bill of lading. It's a piece of paper that is handwritten by the shipping company, and one version is issued to the exporter, the seller, and another version is given to the buyer at the receiving port on the other end of the supply chain. Okay, we're in the 21st century. This is a piece of paper handwritten, and we're talking about hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars of commerce that rely in a large part on international shipping, which requires bills of lading. So being able to digitize bills of lading is a really important step forward. And as Deloitte has said, in the next 5 years, we're going to see mass adoption of blockchain. Deloitte has said 95% of supply chain companies will be on blockchain. And Penta has a fully functional solution with multiple use cases. We've done blockchain rice, blockchain apples, blockchain coffee. We're in the process of doing a blockchain chocolate project in Guatemala. That's very exciting. That's also looking at authentication of a limited specialty product. And all of these have been done using the Penta supply chain management solution. We believe that this is going to be one of the first places we see mass adoption. So we invite everybody to check out information on our pilots in China, Australia, the United States, most recently Michigan for apples. We will be publishing some really interesting data telling the story of our process on Michigan apples in the near future. Please check our website to see that. Let me tell you a little bit about other things that have been going on with Penta. My partner Lucia Gallardo, who we announced in April, became the senior managing partner of the Penta Impact ecosystem. This is our social impact ecosystem part of Penta, where we're focusing on supporting and incubating social impact focused projects to run on the Penta network. We already have several really outstanding projects, including some of Emerge's projects, which is Lucia's other company, Emerge, which she founded, is going to be running some projects that partner with the United Nations, UNHCR, and UNICEF on the Penta blockchain. We're also running trusted voices on the Penta blockchain, which we've talked about previously, and a host of other social impact projects. Now, Lucia, for her outstanding work with the Penta Impact ecosystem, and also her work with Emerge and the United Nations on using blockchain technology and innovation to strive for the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, was awarded the international, I'm going to read it so I don't get it wrong, it's the Influential Businesswoman Awards for Best Female Blockchain Solutions CEO 2019. Congratulations, Lucia. We are so proud to have you be a part of our Penta ecosystem. And the work that Lucia is doing with us to grow the social impact side of our business it's pioneering work. It's going to be, I believe, one of the most vibrant, diverse, and impactful important part to the Penta ecosystem. If you have a social impact focused blockchain project, we want to hear about it. Please reach out to me and Lucia. We would love to talk to you about getting your social impact project on the Penta blockchain. Going to another part of the world, the Penta ambassador for East Africa, Kule Wilson, met with government officials from the city of Entebbe, Uganda, also some of the blockchain companies there and some private businesses to pitch our Penta projects. That includes our supply chain management project that I just talked about, also our waste management product, and some other products that we've rolled out successfully, fintech products that we've worked on with banks, for example, that can be really useful in a country like Uganda. So we're talking with some very high-level public and private sector partners. We wish Mr. Wilson good luck as he continues to help us grow our Penta ecosystem in Uganda, and thank our Ugandan friends and partners for all of your support. Now, I talked a little bit about where we are with our technology. Going forward, our roadmap is looking to release the mainnet in Q3 or Q4 of this year. So by the end of this year, the Penta mainnet will be fully launched, and we're going to have applications running on the Penta network. That's where we're headed. I want to say thank you to everybody in our community for your support. I know that everybody's been on a roller coaster ride with cryptocurrencies over the last year plus. We've seen a lot of fluctuation in the price of PNT along with other cryptocurrencies. I believe, in the Penta team, we strongly believe that the key to this is real-world applications running on a sustainable and scalable blockchain. That's where we're focusing. And we believe that if we can successfully roll out these projects that I've just highlighted to you in this video and get them running on Penta and show the scalability of the network and the security of the Penta network technology and the DSC consensus mechanism, that we are going to be one of the global leaders in blockchain. And DSC is going to rise to the top of POS systems that are focused on business applications for blockchain. So please continue to follow us, support us as we move forward. We are growing really fast right now with our ecosystems growing in South America, Central America, Asia, Australia, and recently the Middle East. We have some partners who are helping us to develop our ecosystem there. So I want to say thank you to everybody who is a part of our global community. And with the last few minutes of this video, I'd like to give a brief shout out to our Chinese community. So I'm going to roll out a little bit of Mandarin here. 我想向我们中国的社区祝大家父亲节快乐。然后呢，今天我们除非做一直播上的直播，我们就会发这种视频。为什么呢？因为就是我们一直每2周会发一次我们的进展报告，包括我们的直播。但是最近我们就发现有很多网络方面的问题，可能是做直播有时候不太方便，而且因为时差的原因，经常都是我们这里非常早的早上，就是中国朋友 晚的晚上，不是特别方便，而且只有我一个人能做直播。之后呢，我们希望用这种视频的形式，让大家看到我们 Penta 更多团队的人员，包括现在我们的那个社区一直在有新的人加入，新的朋友就是增长我们社区的不同区域，所以我们希望通过这种形式可以让更多Penta 社区的就是主要人员参加我们的直播，不要我一个人来给大家说 Penta 的进展，可以让大家就是感受 Penta 的国际化和去中心化的发展形势。我非常欢迎大家就是针对这2周的进展报告，可以看到我们这次发出来的报告，我们都会放在官网，在我们的 Medium 上，包括在我们的就是各个微信群和其他的 social media。非常感谢大家对 Panda 的支持，然后呢，希望大家会继续支持，继续相信我们 Panda 的愿景，就是落地全球最可扩展性、最安全性、最去中心化的一个可支持、真正有意义的商业的 DApp，就是 business applications 的区块链。我们是想做就是更好的经济、更普惠、更公平性的经济，这个需要大家来和我们一起实现我们 Panda 的梦想。感谢大家。I will see you next time. Please stay tuned. We will be rolling out a new video in about 2 weeks. More or less every 2 weeks, we'll be rolling out a video with the latest news on Penta. In the meantime, check out our Medium page, our Twitter feed, also our website, www.penta.global. And I will see you a few weeks down the road. Thank you very much.